Yep.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chill Outdoors. We are out on Lake Wawasee in, what is this, Syracuse, Indiana? Second cast from the dock. I just picked Joey up. I already pulled a bass out of the water. He looks disgusting, but it's a fish. There's something wrong with this fish. But hey, you know what? Second cast. Hopefully that's a good omen. Hopefully we have a really good day. Well, he can swim. Super clear water. We're gonna be out here doing a bunch of finesse techniques. We're gonna be drop shotting, dead sticking, wacky rig, and Joey is gonna try a frog right here on these lily pads. So, let's get into it. Let's go. So you're telling me a 5-fish limit, 8.5 pounds is the winning bag? So maybe we didn't do too bad. This stupid thing, Lawrence, if you're watching this, you need to call us, because your product is garbage. This stupid thing keeps turning off, turning on, transducer's messing up. We're in 30 feet of water right now. It's like, oh, you are in 2 feet and there's nothing below you. We've been all over the place. Whoa. It's day 2 of our Lake Wawasee trip, and this boat is floating away from the dock. We've actually been here for like 30 minutes and this dude took forever to get his boat in. And you know, at first I thought that maybe he had like the automatic trolling motor thing, but there's a rope tied to the boat and it's not tied to the dock. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to help this guy get his boat. It's literally just floating away right now. Oh. Yeah. Thought I was hung, he wasn't even fighting. Oh snap, here's a really nice bass right here. He's swimming away. Oh crap, here he goes again. There he goes, he's going this way. He's just cruising, dude. Like a 15-incher maybe, 14. I got him.
Exactly. It's the third time we caught him. What are you talking about?
I saw him going out through there. Okay, so they're cruising in here looking for food. Oh, I got one. All right. Why are they honking? Let's recap the last 2 days. We caught a lot of fish. I really hate to complain that we didn't catch any big ones, because when we don't catch any fish, we complain, oh, we didn't even catch little ones. We caught a lot of fish, but nothing bigger than like 15 inches. The biggest fish we have is in the box, and just for photograph purposes, we're gonna release him. But we could not get on the bigs. We couldn't get on females. The fish are eating good. They all had big bellies. But except for the very first one I caught, it was super skinny, but it had something wrong with it. But we could not get on the bigs. Out here, everything seems to be vegetation. Everything seems to be about the grass. If you are planning on coming here, you better Google how to fish submerged weeds and submerged vegetation. We spent about 2 hours graphing this afternoon trying to find something new, something different. We couldn't find rock piles. We couldn't find gradual or steep drop-offs with fish on them. I mean, we were finding steep drop-offs, no fish on them. All these fish are piled into the vegetation. The entire border of this lake is very, very shallow and mostly sandy. And then there's about a 10-yard wide vegetation like area from about 5 feet to 16 feet. And it's just, I mean, 10-foot tall weeds. So let's talk about what actually worked for us. Drop shots. We drop shotted all over the place, and I think part of what makes that work so well is I was letting the weight fall into the vegetation, and the worm is just barely touching the vegetation, and then I was just popping it back out and pulling it back up. Joey really was doing well on wacky rigs today. Last night in the dark, obviously we can't really film too well in the dark, but last night we did really well with floating worms, and all we were doing was reeling them across the top of the water. After the sun went down, when it's completely dark, we had a little bit of moonlight, but that was working really well. But here's the thing. This is just hard to fish. This is hard to fish submerged vegetation. Now, there is another YouTuber that fishes out here a lot, and he does really well, wins a lot of tournaments. And the winning bag in one of his videos in June, same time frame as what we are fishing right now, is like 8.5 pounds. So you're telling me a 5 fish limit, 8.5 pounds is the winning bag? So maybe we didn't do too bad. I mean, we caught 5 to 6 14-inch fish. We caught 20 fish total, maybe more, 25-ish fish total. So maybe we didn't do too bad, but if you're coming out here, if you've never been here, plan for extremely clear water. Plan to fish maybe 5 to 15 foot and plan to fish vegetation. Even the flats, as far as you can see, is grass 10 foot deep all the way up to the surface, and there's just no choice but to either throw big weights, like flipping into the submerged vegetation, or ripping cranks through it. For us, the cranks did not work, but it is what it is. We only caught largemouth out here. Joey hooked into one smallmouth, that's it, and lost it. We did not catch any smallies. I came up here hoping to catch smallies. No smallies got in the boat. We did catch a lot of rock bass, a couple warmouth, so if you're into that stuff, they are out here, and there's a lot of people gill fishing, bluegill, crappie fishing. But in terms of the number of fish, I would say it's a pretty healthy population of fish here. There is a lot of fish. And we saw a lot of fish. We even had a muskie chase. Had a muskie chase my lure. I about had a heart attack, fell in the lake, and then he saw me, or he saw the boat, or he saw me, something. But long story short, recommendation, yes. If you want to come out and catch numbers, if you're trying to come out and catch your PB, I don't know that it's going to be done here on Lake Wawasee. A lot of people recommended that we fish the docks. We simply were not catching the fish out of the docks. I think it's too shallow. I don't know where people were finding good docks to fish. The deepest water we could find under docks was maybe 6 to 8 feet, and it was only in a very small area, and Joey did catch a couple fish on wacky rigs, but the vast majority of these docks are less than 2 feet of water. So, long story short, this might be the lake for some people if you know what you're doing. For us, we did not turn it on. We're about to start heading home, probably hit a lake on the way home. I think we're gonna hit Huntington Lake, J.E. Roush.
Pleasure boaters.
Oh yes, oh yes. Don't think you're gonna come out here and have calm water like this. It's only 10 a.m. Yesterday was a Monday and the lake was completely packed. We almost got seasick with as much rocking as we had. Now there is a couple of boats fishing right now and there's not as many people wakeboarding and stuff today. Why, I don't know. But middle of summer, middle of COVID, college kids are home, maybe Florida residents are living in their summer house, I don't know. But there was so many people on the lake, it was absolutely ridiculous. And apparently their favorite thing to do is run the buoy line. So just be aware, it's probably smart to wear your life vest out here if it's really, really busy. Lots and lots and lots of bait fish. So we tried to mimic that, and I think that might be why the Dropshot did so well. I was using 6-inch and 7-inch robo worms. I was using the KVD little minnows, and I was using drag and drop Googan baits. All of them seemed to work very well. I mean, the fish that were eating it very well. I was getting really good hook sets right in the top of the mouth, hooking up well. I don't think I lost a single fish on the Dropshot, and that might be why that was doing so well here, but I know a lot of people don't like using Dropshot. I have been locking the Dropshot in my hand, so you guys are gonna see that in a lot of my videos this year. I've been locking the Dropshot in, which that does catch a lot of small fish, but Joey was kind of like my right-hand man, throwing all kinds of random stuff where I was catching those little ones and we just weren't yanking no big ones out. This thing is all messed up. When it was working, we still weren't finding fish, but it would have helped immensely if this thing would work for more than 5 minutes. Plus, I melted a GoPro yesterday, basically, so we lost a lot of the footage of what we were catching. What else can I complain about, Joe? It's hard to complain. We caught like 25 fish, but all right, we gotta get out here before the drunk people run us over. Oh, hey, we're gonna do a giveaway soon. We are getting about 100 subscribers a week right now. Actually, more like 140 a week. We're getting about 500 subs a month. We are absolutely killing it on the subs. So we appreciate everybody watching this and everybody who's subscribed. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so we know you're a return customer. Go check out some of the other videos, especially if you're an Indiana angler. We have been to Geist, Prairie Creek, Summit, Bischoff Reservoir, what else have we been to? Oh, Max and Cucky, that was a fun one. We've been all over the place. Whoa. All right, I'm done. Turn off the camera. Goodbye.